In this episode, the pediatric movement milestones by age and some tricks to remember them. I'm Jeff, an occupational therapist. Let's get functional.
Regain that function with me, from A to Z, reaching your goals fully. I'm an OT.
Depending on your source, the milestones may differ a little by age. Of course, these ages are approximate, and I use the most common ages looking at several sources including textbooks, lectures, and websites. Let's get right to it. Let's start with newborns. Newborns are pretty easy for movement. They don't really do much, mostly uncoordinated movements of their arms and legs. Their heads need support when being carried and move around from surfaces to surfaces. What they're particularly good at is moving their mouths for crying. At 2 months, the baby can use their two arms to start to push up a little bit from the ground. Starting from 2 months, their arms and leg movements are becoming better coordinated. Baby can hold their head up a little bit more against gravity instead of being floppy and crying to parents for support. It's still not very strong though. During tummy time, they can use their arms to start pushing up from the ground a little bit. At 4 months, baby can use all 4 extremities to roll onto their back. By 4 months, their heads can be held steady and no longer need that head support from their parents. They push down on their legs to do some weight bearing. In terms of fine motor skills, they can begin to hold some toys. 6 months, the big one to remember is that baby can begin to sit without support. Imagine the number 6 as a baby sitting up on the ground, with the rounded part being the number 6 for their bottom. They can roll from belly to back and vice versa. With standing, the baby can bounce, so this can often be a fun stage for parents as well. At 9 months, turn the 6 on its side. Can a baby do a handstand? No, of course not, but they can use their hands to pull to stand. Baby can crawl too. Baby can now get into sitting position and sit without support consistently. At 1 year, baby can cruise. To remember this one, random fact, cruise ships average 1,000 feet in length. Cruising, or walking while holding onto furniture. They may take a few steps without holding on, but be very careful because they are high fall risk. At 1.5 years, remember at age 1 they were cruising? By now they can walk. 0.5 for half, as in walking up the stairs, but they can't really go down. 2 years old, baby begins to run. They can walk up and down stairs while holding on. Other skills include tiptoeing, climbing, kicking, and throwing. At 3 years, tricycles. 3 wheels, just like 3 years. Things they can do well now are running, climbing, and going up and down stairs. For 4 years old, the child can go to school, so think about what they can do then. The number also kind of looks like a child standing on 1 foot. Child can now hop and stand on 1 foot for a few seconds. At 5 years, think again about the child in school. They get better at playing with peers. The child can stand on 1 foot much longer in terms of play. They can also hop and somersault, swing and climb, such as on the playground. And that's it for pediatric milestones from 0 to 5. Thanks for watching.